we are again, ready to kick off another baseball extravaganza. Hi there, sports fans. I'm Sunny Day, along with my partner, Vinny the Gooch. Say hello to the nice people, Vinny.
Nice. I got a bowl of potato salad dumped on my head on the way in here.
Oh, Vinny, behave.
What? It's true. This afternoon will feature a fierce competition between the white Wombats and the Detroit Tigers. A little luck, a lot of skill, and a bunch of great attitudes have seen these kids through an outstanding season. You can bet they have hopes of landing in the playoffs, and my guess is they will.
I think we're all ready to play some baseball. Let's play ball. The starting pitcher today is Luann Louise.
If it's on fire or just plain hot, Lulu can smoke you with it.
Nino, battle, waddle. Reese Worthington is the first one up to the plate.
Well, let's see what the kids can do here.
Watch it! Swing better!
Here's the motion, the pitch.
Hey, dude, maybe you should try a bigger
Strike
bat.
one.
That was stupid.
With nobody out.
Send him back to the showers.
Into the windup. Here's the pitch. Strike two.
Oh.
That won't happen again.
0-2.
Ooh. Hey, dude, maybe you should try a bigger bat.
From the windup, pitch on the way. Swing. And a foul ball.
Hey!
Here's the motion and the offering. Strike! Another one down. I got you. Kathy Wolf steps up.
That's the kind of hitter she is, digging in and determined every time.
She is ready. Fires. Strike one.
Nice one. That's what I like to see.
And the count is 0-1. She is ready. Throws it. A swing. And a foul ball.
Hey!
Target goes up. Cuts to the plate. Swung on. A blooper in foul territory. And the count is 0-2. From the stretch, fires. That was ball one. And the count is 1-2.
Yo!
From the windup, cuts to the plate. Swing! And popped up.
Hey!
Down the middle. Tosses it over to first. She's
I
safe.
want to see some action. Nice.
Amy Bostwick steps up.
Hey, over here.
From the windup, pitch on the way.
Better.
Strike! The runner goes straight to second. Takes the dive. Did he just drop the ball? Thanks. I love playing baseball.
Hey, dude, maybe
The
you should
stretch,
try a
she
better
delivers.
bat. Swing better.
Swing. Strike two.
Nice one. That's what I like to see.
Slow and away.
She tried to outfox this hitter with an off-speed pitch.
Takes her stretch. Throws it. Say goodbye to another hitter.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Peter Levine steps up to bat. They have a runner on second, 2 out. From the stretch, fire. Swing. A bouncing ball. Hits a little trickler to the pitcher, and the throw to first. Got him out. The throw. That pulls their plug for this inning. One left on. Now pitching, Amanda Hellerman. Yvonne Rodriguez leads off the inning.
I'm so excited I can barely contain myself. Let's get this inning started already.
With nobody out.
I'm sending this one back to Vega Baja.
Into the windup, and the offering. Low ball one. And the count is 1-0. Here's the motion. She delivers. Swinging. It's going up the right field line, and it's foul. With nobody out.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken
She
ladder.
kicked, pitch on the way,
Broken ladder.
and popped up,
Oh.
and he's out. He's got Ahmed Khan at the plate.
On the field, Axeman is usually too busy playing air guitar to pay attention to the game.
This one's out of here.
Takes the stretch, throws it. Swinging, laced one right up the middle. Safe on first base. Keisha Phillips, turn it back.
Flash can really swing that lumber. Just hearing her name makes pitchers sweat.
Runner on first, one out.
Baseball been very, very good to me.
Into the windup and the pitch. A swing. Chopper to third.
Send him scrambling.
Safe at second. Juan Gonzalez is the batter. Runners on first and second, one out.
I'm sending that ball on a one-way trip to Cooperstown.
Into the motion and the delivery. Strike! From the windup and the pitch. Guide to left. Goodbye, baseball!
Time for his victory tour of the bases. Wave to all the nice fans.
I should get frequent flyer miles on that one.
Now it's Luann Louise's turn.
This young batter eats left hooks for breakfast.
One out. Damn back, you kid. Takes her stretch, the delivery. That was ball one. 1-0. The stretch and the pitch. Swinging. A blooper in foul territory. And the count is 1-1. From the stretch, the 1-1 pitch. A bouncing ball.
Gotta watch your kneecaps on those taters. And it's a long walk back to the dugout.
Pablo Sanchez steps in. 2 outs.
Mándame una buena.
Takes the stretch. She delivers. That was a ball. And the count is 1-0. From the stretch, cuts to the plate. Ball 2.
That one was just a bit wide.
2-0. The target goes up, and the offering, the swing, and drove one deep to right field.
That dog will hunt.
Oh, she's gonna play it off the wall. Makes it. Safe on second. Into second with a standing double.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Jason Shinabi steps up to the plate. They have a runner on second, 2 outs.
Check this out.
Takes the stretch. She delivers. That was a ball. She is ready. Fires. Swung on. Belted it.
Get on your horse.
Let's go white.
And he comes in to score.
Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about.
Amir Khan walks up to the plate.
For such a young kid, Sticks has a good attention span. He'll be a great player one day.
Runner on first, 2 outs.
I'm
smack this one.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Whoop. Takes her stretch, throws it, low and inside, and the count is 1-0. Here's the motion, throws it. High ball 2, 2-0. Here's the motion and the pitch. Swing, foul, 2-1. From the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Foot, slide. She's set for the 2-2 pitch. Strike! He gave it a ride, but ran out of gas.
You give it your best shot, and that's all you can do.
Major bomber.
And that'll do it in the first inning. 1 left on. Hannah Peavy comes to the plate.
That kid's waving the bat around like it was a toothpick.
Takes her stretch, pitch on the way. The wing. Strike! Takes her stretch, and the delivery. Another strike. And the count is 0-2. From the windup, here's the pitch. That was ball 1. And the count is 1-2.
Hey!
Here's the windup and the delivery.
Hey!
Ball
over
2.
here.
Gangway. She's ready. The delivery. Ball 3. And the count is 3-2.
Hey, better.
Here's the windup. 3-2 pitch. She got another one. I got you. Nino. Amanda Hellerman steps up to bat. Into the windup, fires. Strike!
Hey there.
Here's the windup and the delivery. Swung on, foul.
Give me action, not words, dude.
Into the motion, she delivers.
Look at me.
Swing! Down she goes.
Take it from me. Pitchers this good aren't easy to come by.
I got you, Nino. Serena DeMonte comes to the plate. Here's the windup, the pitch. Strike 1.
It was in there like swimwear.
Hot one down the middle.
It was in there.
0-1. Takes the stretch, cuts to the plate. The swing. Strike! Slow pitch.
She tried to outfox this hitter with an off-speed pitch.
0-2. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And another batter goes down.
Take it from me. Pitchers this good aren't easy to come by.
I got you, Nino. 1 left on. Stephanie Morgan comes up to the plate.
The slugger's ready to show us what she's made of.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eye on the ball and knock the cover off of it.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
The stretch, throws it. Swing! Strike! And the count is 0-1.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
She's set. The delivery. Swing! Pop fly. And that's an out. Yvonne Rodriguez steps up.
Yvonne's not a very fast runner, so really good thing he hits the ball hard and long.
1 out.
I'm sending this one back to Vega Baja.
She is ready. And the delivery. That was a ball. 1-0.
Hey, batter.
Swing, batter. From the windup, cuts to the plate. Swinging. Sliced it. Hey, batter. the motion, pitch on the way. Swinging. Lined back. And the runner is safe. He's got Ahmed Khan at the plate. Runner on first. 1 out.
This one's out of here.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter.
From the windup and the throw. Looped up. Lost her footing. He's out. And the runner tags. He singles it out.
Let's go white.
Keisha Phillips turn it back. Runner on first. 2 outs.
Here's Keisha.
From the stretch, pitch on the way.
Want a batter, not a broken
Strike!
The batter's got to pull the trigger on those.
And the count is 0-1.
batter, not a broken ladder.
We want a batter, not
She's set, and the offering. That was ball 1. Swing, batter.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Ready now, fires. The wings. Another strike.
Got to swing at the right time to hit the ball.
1 and 2.
Swing, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
The windup cuts to the plate.
The ball.
That was ball 2.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Ready now, and delivers. Ball 3, and the count is 3 and 2.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing, batter, batter.
Whoop. Takes the stretch, the 3-2 pitch. That's a foul. 3 and 2.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
We want a batter, not a
She's
broken
set,
ladder.
throws it.
Want a batter,
Swung
not
on.
a broken ladder.
It's going up the right field line, and it goes foul.
A superb. Hey, batter, 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 batter.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing, batter.
Hey, batter, 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 batter.
Into the motion, the 3-2 pitch.
Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Foul ball. She kicks the 3-2 pitch. Strike. She goes down on strike.
See you next time around, kid.
You're despicable.
And that'll close up the second. Left one on first. The Tigers are looking good here. Up by 4. Chrissy Mulligan comes to the plate. Look at me. The windup fires. A swing. That's a foul. No out.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Come on, let's see what you got, batter.
Ready now. And the pitch.
Watch it.
Swing. Strike 2. And the count is 0 and 2.
Not a broken ladder.
She is ready. She delivers. Swung on. A bouncing ball. He's all over it.
Hey there.
Nobody out. The windup and the throw. Another one down. I got you. Nino, Nino. Judy Abunza comes to the plate.
Look at me.
From the stretch, she delivers.
A fancy pitch would really shake things up.
Lefty.
That's a terrific pitch, but it sure is hard on the arm.
And the count is 0 and 1.
Yeah.
She is ready. Here's the pitch. High ball 1.
Hey. Hey, what's up, Doc? We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
She kicks the 1-1 pitch. That was ball 2. 2 and 1. From the windup, the delivery.
Watch out,
A
Batman.
swing.
Here comes the Joker.
A bouncing ball. Got it. That's an out. Reese Worthington stepping up to the plate. 2 outs.
Rock on. Yeah.
Ready now. Cuts to the plate. Swing.
Now's a good time to use a breaking ball.
Left hook, 0-1. From the windup, throws it. A swing, strike! Pulls out the slow ball.
Good move. Throw a slow ball. After throwing the heat, the batter will swing early every time.
0-2. Here's the windup and the pitch. The swing and a foul ball. And the count is 0-2. Here's the motion. He delivers. Say goodbye to another hitter.
Bye-bye now. See you next time.
Halfway through the inning now. The Tigers have him by the tail right now, up by 4. Juan Gonzalez is the batter.
Kiss this one goodbye.
Into the motion and the delivery. Ball 1.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Into the motion, pitch on the way. Swing! A bouncing ball.
That little blooper sent him running.
Safe! And it goes out of play. Runners take 1 base. Now it's Luann Louise's turn.
This kid's gotta be pretty nervous out there.
They have a runner on second, nobody out. This one's for you, Teddy.
Swing, batter. Swing, batter, batter. Swing.
The windup fires. The swing and a foul ball. And the count is 0-1.
Hey, batter, batter, swing, batter, batter.
The windup and the pitch.
Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Strike 2. 0-2.
Batter, batter. Hey, batter, 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 batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing.
She's set and the pitch. Swing. A bouncing ball. Oops, the wheels fell off. They have a runner on second with nobody out. Into the motion, cuts to the plate, ball 1, and the count is 1-2. From the windup, the pitch. The swing, a bouncing ball.
Sent him scrambling.
Safe! Pablo Sanchez steps in.
This kid looks like he's all business out there.
Runners on first and second, no out.
Mándame una buena.
From the stretch, cuts to the plate. Ball 1. From the stretch, the pitch, the swing, whoop, slice, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch, a swing, a long one and deep. And that's an out.
Let's go, White.
Jason Giambi steps up to the plate.
The fabulous Pooch predicts this kid is going places.
And there are runners at second and third, 1 out.
Check this out.
From the stretch and the throw. Swung on, pop fly. Amir Khan walks up to the plate.
Sticks is still pretty light, so he can't hit or throw as hard as his big brother.
I'm gonna smack this one.
Into the windup and delivers. Strike 1. She is ready. Fires. Swinging. It's fouled back. The bases are loaded. 1 out.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Catch the ball.
Here's the motion and the delivery. The swing. Whoop. Slide. And the count is 0-2. From the stretch and the throw. High ball 1. And the count is 1 and 2.
Let's hear some chowder. Swing, batter, batter. We want a batter.
Into the motion. Here's the pitch. That was ball 2. And the count is 2 and 2.
We want a batter.
We want a batter.
Into the motion. A 2-2 pitch. And a foul ball. 2 and 2.
Swing, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter.
Takes her stretch. Fires. Caught looking.
That pitcher is merciless.
Major bombers!
Stephanie Morgan comes up to the plate.
Bubbles is the most enthusiastic baseball enthusiast I've ever run across.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eye on the ball and knock the cover off of it.
Hey, batter, 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 batter.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing, batter, batter.
The windup and the throw. That was ball 1. 1 and 0.
Hit the ball. We want a batter, not a batter.
From the stretch, pitch on the way.
Hey,
High ball 2.
batter, batter.
2 and
We
0.
want a batter, not a broken ladder. Swing, batter. So wing.
She's set. And the pitch. Swing.
Strike! Hey, what's up? This bat must have a hole in it.
2 and 1. Here's the motion. Fires. A swing. Strike.
Swung too late.
2 and 2. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. The swing. Foul ball. 2 and 2. From the windup, she delivers. Low and away.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
She's set. And the offering. And that's the 4th ball. Forced to walk.
That's working for us.
And the runner scores.
Good hustle. These kids are on their way.
Yvonne Rodriguez steps up.
This young batter means business.
I'm sending this one back to Vega Baja.
Now pitching, Serena DeMonte.
She's known for her ability to strike out red-haired batters, especially on the second Sunday of months beginning with the letter J.
Here's the motion and delivers. Strike! Bases loaded. 2 out.
Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Into the motion. Pitch on the way. A swing. A bouncing ball.
Send 'em scrambling.
Let's go, White.
3 on. 2 out.
Batter. Hey, batter, hey.
She is ready. Throws it.
Batter.
That was ball 1. And the count is 1 and 2.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
The windup and the throw. The swing.
Let's go, White.
Lands on 3rd. And he comes in to score.
These kids are really hustling today.
We've got Ahmed Khan at the plate. The bases are loaded. 2 out.
This one's out of here.
Batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter. So wing.
From the stretch, throws it.
Strike!
I can't believe they didn't swing at that.
0 and 1.
Swing, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
From the windup, the pitch.
The ball.
Plug your ears. It's a screaming line drive.
You'd scream too if you were hit that hard, let me tell you.
Is it? Yes, it is. Folks, we've got ourselves a Grand Slam of Rooney.
That was one for the memory book. What an incredible hit.
pitching, Kathy Wolf.
In addition to throwing accuracy, she excels at finger painting and spelling words that end with ing.
Target goes up, throws it. Strike!
What is she waiting for?
And the count is 0-1. Here's the windup and the throw. Strike 2. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. A long drive. She's gonna play it off the wall. And the runner is safe. And they give up another run. Juan Gonzalez is the batter.
Kiss this one goodbye.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. The windup and the delivery. Strike 1.
Looked like a good pitch to me.
Swing, batter. Here's the motion, the pitch. Low ball 1, 2 outs. From the stretch, the 1-1 pitch. The wing. Strike!
Gotta swing at the right time to hit the ball.
1-2. She kicks. The 1-2 pitch. The swing. Foul. Two outs. Ready now. Throws it. Ball 2. From the stretch and delivers. High ball 3. From the stretch and the offering. The wing. A long drive. A superb play. And that's an out. And that's going to end the inning. The Tigers are in the lead, up by 11. Kathy Wolf comes to the plate. No outs.
Swing better, better.
She is ready, and the delivery. A swing, strike 1.
We want a batter, not a broken
The windup throws it.
Yeah.
Swinging, another strike. 0-2.
Deberías tomar lecciones de bateo.
Into the motion, fires. Strike 3. Struck her out.
Take it from me, pitchers this good aren't easy to come by.
I got you. Neenoo. Amy Bostwick steps up to bat.
This girl's a scrapper. Look at that determination.
Maybe you should try a bigger bat.
She's set, and the delivery. Swing! And drove it to deep left. Runs over to it. Move over, Sputnik. This puppy is headed for orbit. Peter Levine steps up.
I think this young hitter can get the job done.
Takes the stretch, fires. Swinging. A bouncing ball. Lays out. He's got it now. The throw to first base. He's out of there. The throw. Hannah Peavy comes to the plate.
This kid's gotta be pretty nervous out there.
2 outs. Here's the motion, the pitch. The swing, strike!
Yo! We want a batter, not a
From the
broken
stretch
batter.
and the throw. Swung on. A bouncing ball. He's got it.
We
The
can
throw to
do
first
it.
base.
I
She's
did it.
out. Fires it over. They are turned away in this inning. Halfway through the inning now. The Tigers are looking good here. Up by 10. Now it's Luann Louise's turn. Stand back, you kids.
Hey, batter, batter, batter.
The wind-up cuts to the plate.
We want a batter, not a
Low ball
broken
one.
ladder. Batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, 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 batter. We want a
Takes the stretch,
batter,
fires.
not a broken
Swinging.
ladder.
A bouncing ball.
Gotta watch your kneecaps on those taters.
Safe at second. She laced a double.
Nice one. That kid's pretty fast.
Pablo Sanchez steps in.
Mándame una buena.
Batter, batter. Hey, batter, 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 batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter.
Target goes up and delivers.
Batter.
That was a ball.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. So swing, batter, swing, batter, batter.
She's set, and the offering swung on.
Batter.
Plug your ears. It's a screamin' line drive.
You'd scream too if you were hit that hard, let me tell ya.
Let's go.
And they give up another run.
The gooch likes that. Yeah, give me some more of that.
And he's safe. Oh my, that's a triple.
Man, that kid is fast.
Jason Giambi steps up to the plate.
I think this young hitter can get the job done.
Runner on third, nobody out.
Check this out.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Here's the windup, the pitch.
Swing, batter, batter.
Strike one.
Swing,
That one got
batter.
by him.
Catch the ball.
Ready now. She delivers.
We want a
The swing.
batter, not a
Plug
broken
your ears.
ladder.
It's a screamin' line drive.
You'd scream too if you were hit that hard, let me tell ya.
He scores.
Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about.
Amir Khan walks up to the plate. Runner on first. Nobody out.
This one's out of here. Let's hear some chowder.
Here's the windup. Fires.
Not a broken ladder.
That was ball one. And the count is 1-0.
Batter, batter, batter. Batter. We want a batter.
Here's the motion. The pitch. That was a ball. And the count is 2-0.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter,
Into the
batter,
windup.
batter,
Cuts to the plate. Strike. 2-1.
Batter, 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 batter. Whoop. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Let's hear some
She
chowder.
kicks the delivery. Swinging. A bouncing ball.
Gotta watch your kneecaps on
Let's
those
go,
taters.
right.
Into first on a sharp single. Stephanie Morgan comes up to the plate.
Bubbles is the most enthusiastic baseball enthusiast I've ever run across.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eye on the ball and knock the cover off of it. Batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Takes the stretch and the pitch. Ball one. Runners on first and second. Nobody out.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, 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 batter.
Here's the motion. Here's the pitch. Strike one. 1-1.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
From the windup and the pitch.
Batter.
Ground ball up the first
Let's go,
baseline.
right.
And it's an out.
A surprise.
And he's safe. Yvonne Rodriguez steps up.
Watch this one.
The windup and the throw. A swing. Smacked one left of center.
That dog will hunt.
He scores.
Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about.
He scores.
Good hustle. These kids are on their way.
This is quite a predicament.
out of
And
there.
he stumbles. And he's out. He's got Ahmed Khan at the plate. 2 out.
This one's out of here.
From the windup, she delivers. Swinging. Popped it up. And And that's an out. And the fourth inning's over. The Tigers are looking good here. Up by 14. Amanda Hellerman comes to the plate with nobody out.
Hey, batter, batter, batter.
She's set. Cuts to the plate. A swing. A bouncing ball. Got it.
Just like I would have done.
Straight to first. She's out of there. Chucks it over. Goes for the diving catch. Oh no, missed it.
Sometimes he just can't hang on to that ball.
Serena DeMonte steps up. 1 out.
Hey,
From the windup and delivers.
send him back.
That
to
was
the
ball
shower.
1. 1 and 0.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
From the windup, the pitch. Swing. Strike 1. Lefty.
That's a terrific pitch, but it sure is hard on the arm.
1 and 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Yes.
Swung on. Foul ball. And the count is 1 and 2.
Come on, let's see what you got, batter.
Takes the stretch. Pitch on the way.
Hey.
Strike. And another batter goes down. I got you. Nino, Nino. Chrissy Mulligan steps up. The target goes up. Fires.
Yes, yes,
Strike. Looks like a lefty.
Batter's gotta have a great eye to smack one of those babies.
Into the windup. Throws it.
Yeah,
Swinging. Tags one. Out to make the catch. That's an out. That's all, folks. The Tigers have him by the tail right now. Up by 14.
Step back, 'cause these kids are on fire. Hot, hot, hot.
Keisha Phillips turn it back
Let's see what this kid can do.
with nobody out.
Here's Keisha.
Now pitching, Amanda Hellerman. From the windup and delivered. It's going up the right field line, and it goes foul. Takes her stretch, throws it. Foul. Nobody out. From the stretch and delivers. Swung on. A bouncing ball.
Send him scrambling.
Safe. Cut between bases.
Let's go
Safe.
Let's go white.
Juan Gonzalez is the batter.
This Juan Gonzalez kid is a consistent hitter. Very important in this league.
Kiss this one goodbye.
Reese Worthington takes his place on the mound.
We want a batter, not a broken
He comes center, and the offering, the wing, popped it up.
Ooh.
And it's an out. Now it's Luann Lee's turn. 2 outs. This one's for you, Teddy. She's set. The delivery. That was ball 1. The target goes up and delivers. The swing. A bunt. She's safe. Pablo Sanchez steps in. Runner on first. 2 outs.
Adios, baseball!
We want a batter, not a broken
He's ready now. Fires. That was ball 1. Tries to steal.
Bold move.
And the runner is safe. Safe. Hey, batter.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Ready now. Fires. Strike 1.
That kid was frozen.
They have a runner on second. 2 outs.
Swing, batter.
Here's the motion, the delivery, the wing, foul ball, 1 and 2. Into the windup and the delivery. That was ball 2, 2 and 2. He winds the pitch. That was ball 3. From the stretch, the 3-2 pitch. Guide to left. Lick a stamp and slap it on that puppy, 'cause that ball is out of here!
Blast off! A rocket launched off his bat and zoomed right out of the park.
Hasta la vista, bola! Giambi steps up to the plate. 2 out.
I'll show him.
Hey, batter. Swing, batter.
Hey, batter. We want a batter.
Hey, batter. Here's the motion. Throws it. Ball 1.
Duck.
Hey, batter.
Swing.
He comes center, and the offering. That was a ball. 2 and 0. From the windup and the delivery. Swung on, foul. He sets the 2-1 pitch. That was ball 3, and the count is 3 and 1.
Hey, batter.
Takes the stretch, 3-1 pitch. Foul ball. Into the windup, the 3-2 pitch. And there's ball 4, and that's a walk. Swing.
Nice one. That's what I like to see.
Amir Khan walks up to the plate.
I'm gonna smack this one.
Hey, batter. Hey, batter. The windup, the pitch, the swing, lined back.
18.
She's gonna play it off the wall.
Go white.
He's out of there. And that's gonna end the inning. 1 left on. The Tigers have him by the tail right now, up by 16. Judy Abunza steps up, nobody out.
Deberías tomar lecciones de bateo. Rock on.
The coach calls timeout.
Yes.
Ivan Rodriguez on the rubber.
He likes to eat left-handed hitters for breakfast. He also likes dandelions, walks in the park, and science fiction movies.
He sets, and the delivery. Swung on, fouled one back.
Better. Swing, batter.
Into the motion, the pitch, the wing. Strike 2. Good move. Slow ball.
Good move. Throw a slow ball. After throwing the heat, the batter will swing early every time.
Nobody out. Here's the motion. Fires. Swinging. Foul.
Swing, batter.
From the windup, pitch on the way. Swinging. Chopper to third. He's all over it. He throws the ball to first. That's it out. Fires it to home plate. And can't get it.
Tell me that didn't just happen.
Reese Worthington stepping up to the plate. 1 out. Time out.
Swing, batter.
The target goes up. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
It's been too long since that ump had his eyes checked.
1 out. The target goes up. The delivery. Swinging. Strike 1.
Turn on the heat and smoke that batter.
And it was a lefty.
That pitch is a tough one for a batter to get anything off of.
Here's the motion. The 1-1 pitch. Pitch fouled back. 1 and 2. The windup. The 1-2. Strike. Sends him back to the dugout.
Another K for Pudge.
Kathy Wolf steps up. The target goes up. Here's the pitch. Swing. Whoop. Slide. And the count is 0-1. The target goes up and delivers. The wing. It's fouled back.
Send him back to the shower.
Into the windup. Pitch on the way. Strike 3. Say goodbye to another hitter.
And another one bites the dust.
Another K for Pudge.
Halfway through the inning now. The Tigers are looking good here. Up by 16.
These kids have the fever. I mean, they are hot.
Stephanie Morgan comes up to the plate.
This young batter eats left hooks for breakfast.
As you can tell, I've modeled my stance off the great Babe Ruth.
The windup and the delivery. Swinging. Smacked one into right center field.
Let's go right.
Safe at first.
A superb play.
Yvonne Rodriguez steps up.
Yvonne's nickname is Pudge.
Runner on first. Nobody out.
I'm sending this one back to Vega Baja.
From the windup, pitch on the way. That was ball 1. 1 and 0.
Hey, batter. Hey, batter. We want a batter.
From the windup, the pitch.
So
Swing. Chopper to third.
That's a slow roller.
And he's out. And she's safe. He's got Ahmed Khan at the plate. They have a runner on second. 1 out.
This one's out of here.
swing, batter. Hey, batter.
From the windup and the delivery.
Not a broken ladder.
Strike. 0 and 1.
Batter. Swing, batter. Hey, batter.
He comes center and the pitch. High and outside. 1 and 1.
We want a batter. Swing, not a broken ladder.
From the stretch, cuts to the plate. That was ball 2, and the count is 2 and 1.
So, batter. We want a batter.
Here's the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Swung on. Pop fly.
That's easy money for the opposing team.
Keisha Phillips, turn it back.
Flash is the funniest kid on the team, and everybody loves being around her.
Here's Keisha. Swing, batter. Hey, batter.
He comes center, fires.
We want
Ball
a
1.
batter.
Runners on first and second. 1 out.
Hey, batter.
He's ready now and delivers.
We want a batter.
Looped up.
Not a broken ladder.
And it's an infield fly. And it's an out. Juan Gonzalez is the batter.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I'm sending that ball on a one-way trip to Cooperstown.
Hey, batter. Hey, batter.
He sets. And the delivery. Swung on. Belted it.
Let's go right.
And they give up another run. And he stumbles. And makes it to third.
Let's go right.
Now it's Luann Louise's turn.
This young batter means business.
Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Stand back, you kids. The target goes up, and the throw. Ball 1.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey,
Here's the
batter,
motion,
batter,
and the offering. Strike! Tries to steal. This is quite a predicament.
Good pitch to go on.
Swing,
And there are runners at second and third, 2 outs.
batter. We want a batter, not a broken
Here's the windup. Cuts to the plate. That was ball 2.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken batter.
From the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3, 3-1.
Batter.
From the windup, 3-1 pitch. And there's ball 4, and that's a walk.
Nice one. That's what I like to see.
Pablo Sanchez steps in.
I think this young hitter can get the job done.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Adios, big boy!
We want a batter, not a broken
Target goes up, and the throw. Strike! And the count is 0-1.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Here's the motion. Here's the pitch. Swinging.
If he can keep it together, he's got one more shot.
0-2. Into the windup. Fires. Ball 1. And the count is 1-2. From the windup, the 1-2 pitch. A swing. It's going up the right field line. And it goes foul. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Now pitching, Amanda Hellerman.
You can't second guess the manager going with this girl. She can throw while blindfolded, standing on one leg, and chewing gum. I'm not sure if she can make it in the strike zone or anything, but it's cool anyway.
Ready now. The 1-2 pitch. Low ball 2.
Bowling for dollars.
2-2. Now pitching, Amy Bostwick.
This kid is dynamite. Her all-time strikeout high is 18.
She is ready. And the delivery. Strike! He gave it his best shot.
They can't get him every time.
¿Qué pasa aquí?
And that'll do it in the 6th inning. 3 left on. The Tigers are in the lead, up by 17.
No one can stop these maniacs today.
Amy Bostwick comes to the plate.
I think this young hitter can get the job done.
Time out. Pablo Sanchez steps up to the pitcher's mound.
He's been known to pull a radical pitch out of his sleeve from time to time, so we just may see a monkey ball or a scrambler today.
The stretch, the delivery,
Watch it!
strike 1.
What's up, Doc? Hey, better.
The windup and the throw. Strike 2. And it was the heat.
Dude, maybe you should try a bigger bat. Send him back to the showers.
Into the motion and the pitch. Strike 3. And he has fanned the batter.
Adios!
Peter Levine steps up. 1 out.
Hey, better. We want a batter.
Here's the motion. Pitch on the way. Swinging. Lays out. No, she didn't get it. He throws the ball to first. He's out. Chucks it over.
Way to hustle!
Hannah Peavy steps up. 2 outs.
Hey.
Into the windup. Fires.
We want a batter.
Ball 1.
We want a batter. Not a broken batter. Send him back to the showers. Give me action, not words.
From the stretch, the delivery.
What's up, Doc?
Ball 2, 2-0.
We want a batter.
Look
not
at
a
me.
broken ladder. Hey, batter. Rock on.
Here's the motion. Throws it.
Oh.
High ball 3.
Give me action,
And the
Doc.
count is 3-0.
No vas a saber qué pasó.
Yeah.
He comes center. The pitch. The wing. Strike!
Now's a good time for a slow ball.
And it was a lefty.
In my book, a solid left hook is the mark of a good pitcher.
And the count is 3-1.
No vas a saber qué pasó.
From the windup, 3-1 pitch. A swing. A bouncing ball. And he goes after it. Throws it over to first. She's out of there. Tosses it home. That'll bring our team up to bat. The Tigers have him by the tail right now. Up by 17.
Wow, I haven't seen these kids play like this since that unforgettable game last season. That was the day of the broken bat home run. I never saw anything like it. What a season that was.
Jason Giambi steps up to the plate.
Jason Giambi hits for average power and draws walks. Everything you could ask for from a first baseman. Check this out.
Hey, batter. The target goes up. Cuts to the plate. A swing. And it goes foul. No out. Hey, batter. From the windup, here's the pitch. Ball 1.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
The windup throws it. Swung on. A bouncing ball.
That little blooper sent him running.
He's out of there.
Ooh, that's not what we're looking for.
A surprise. Amir Khan walks up to the plate.
Sticks his axe with his little brother, who still has training wheels on his air guitar.
1 out.
This one's out of here. We want a batter, not a broken
Takes the stretch. Cuts to the plate. Tattoos that one.
Solid one. I wouldn't want to be in the path of that hit.
She's gonna play it off the wall. He's out.
Ooh, that's too bad.
Stephanie Morgan comes up to the plate. 2 out.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eye on the ball and knock the cover off of it.
Chowder.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
She is ready. Throws it. The wing. First.
That's a slow roller.
Go right.
Devon Rodriguez steps up.
Now that's the look of pure determination on his face.
Runner on first. 2 out.
I'm sending this one back to Vega Baja.
She kicks and the throw. Swinging. Strike 1. And the count is 0-1.
We want a batter, not a broken
The stretch and the throw. That was ball 1. 1-1. She kicks. Here's the pitch. Swing. Another strike.
He can't let this pitcher get the best of him.
And the count is 1-2. Ready now. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. And the count is 2-2. She kicks. Fires. The wing. Chopper to third.
That little blooper sent him running.
He's out.
He was robbed.
And that'll close up the 7th. Left one on first. The Tigers have him by the tail right now. Up by 17. Amanda Hellerman comes to the plate.
I think this young hitter can get the job done.
With nobody out. Into the motion. The delivery. Swung on. Strike 1. 0-1.
Look at me.
Here's the motion. He throws it.
Maybe you should try a bigger
The swing. Rings up. Nope. Couldn't get that one. He throws the ball to first. Safe.
Hey there. That's the way.
Serena DeMonte steps up.
I wouldn't want to meet this kid in a dark alley. I wouldn't want to meet him in a light alley either. Alleys are scary.
Runner on first. No out. The stretch. Cuts to the plate. A swing. Got it.
That's nice one.
She's out of there. Hard hit grounder through the hole and into left field. Chucks it over to second. Chrissy Mulligan steps up to bat.
Let's see what this kid can do.
Hey.
From the windup and the pitch.
Hey.
Strike one. Gave her a lefty. Runner on first. One out. The stretch. Throws it. Swing. A bouncing ball. Straight to the pitcher. On to second. Safe at second. Safe on first. Tosses it over to first. Throws it over. Throws it over to third. Here's the throw to second. Oh, no, she missed the tag. And over to third. That's it, out.
Win again.
Judy Abunza steps up to bat.
This kid's looking to make a name for themselves.
Runner on first, 2 outs. He winds, and the offering, the swing. Plug your ears! It's a screamin' line drive.
You'd scream too if you were hit that hard, let me tell you.
All right, it's our turn now. Left one on first. The Tigers are looking good here, up by 17. We've got Ahmed Khan at the plate.
This young batter eats left hooks for breakfast.
I'm gonna smack this one.
She's set, and the pitch. Ball one, nobody out.
Swing, batter, batter.
Hey, batter.
We want a batter.
The stretch, throws it. Swing. Popped it up.
That's easy money for the opposing team.
And that's an out. Keisha Phillips, turn it back.
Baseball been very, very good to me.
From the windup and the pitch. That was a ball. 1 out. Takes the stretch, throws it. Strike one.
That kid was frozen.
She's set. The 1-1 pitch. That was ball 2. And the count is 2-1. Now pitching, Serena DeMonte. She kicks the 2-1 pitch. Swung on. Strike! 2-2. Now pitching, Peter Levine. Here's the windup and the offering. Todd looking.
See you next time around, kid.
Prices spoiled again.
Juan Gonzalez, the batter.
Juan Gonzalez is fast as lightning, and he can run, too.
I'm sending that ball on a one-way trip to Cooperstown.
From the windup, here's the pitch. Swung on, belted it.
Oh.
And that's a double.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Now it's Luann Louise's turn.
Lulu has good hitting accuracy, but her little arms don't offer much power.
They have a runner on second, 2 out. Stand back, you kids. He winds, pitch on the way. A swing, breaks for it. They have a runner on second, 2 outs. The windup and the pitch. Ball 1. Tries to steal. They have a runner on second, 2 outs.
Swing, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We
He sets the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. Makes the break. From the windup, 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Bunted. Ooh, that's not graceful.
Yay, team.
Into second with a standing double. Makes it! Safe on third.
Let's go, White.
Pablo Sanchez steps in.
Nobody can power hit like the weapon. The pitchers get nervous when he steps up to bat.
And there are runners at second and third. 2 out.
Mándame una buena.
The windup. Here's the pitch. Swinging. It's going up the right field line. And it's a foul ball. And there are runners at second and third. 2 outs.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
From the stretch and the throw. Sliced it. 0-2. The stretch throws it. That was ball 1.
Just a bit outside.
Ready now. The 1-2 pitch. The wing. A bouncing ball.
Send him scrambling.
And they've scratched out another run.
That's the kind of hustling I like to see.
He's caught in a pickle. And they've scratched out another run. Makes it. Safe on second. Into second with a standing double.
Nice one. That kid's pretty fast.
Jason Kiami steps up to the plate.
I got a bad feeling about this.
They have a runner on second. 2 outs.
Check this out.
He's ready now. The pitch. The wing. First.
Gotta watch your kneecaps on those taters.
He scores.
That's the way to get things done.
And makes it to second. Amir Khan walks up to the plate. They have a runner on second. 2 outs.
Smack this one.
Hey, batter.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Swing, batter. He comes center, and the throw. A swing. Plug your ears. It's a screamin' line drive.
You'd scream too if you were hit that hard, let me tell ya.
Ball is still in play.
Go White. Let's go
And
White.
he's safe. Stephanie Morgan comes up to the plate.
Bubbles knows everything about baseball. Give you a letter, she'll tell you all of it.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eye on the ball and knock the cover off of it.
Hey, batter. Hey, batter. He's ready now, and the throw. A swing. Crazy bunt. You don't see that very often.
I don't know how the physics of that thing works, but one thing I do know, it can drive any fielder batty.
And the runner scores.
That's the kind of hustling I like to see.
Score.
Good hustle. These kids are on their way.
Score.
Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about.
Go White.
Yvonne Rodriguez steps up.
He's the kind of kid who's just waiting for the heat.
2 outs.
I'm sending this one back to Vega Baja.
He comes center. The pitch. The swing. Fouled one back. And the count is 0-1. Now pitching, Chrissy Mulligan. From the windup and the delivery. The swing, strike 2.
Anytime you get that second strike on ya, it gets pretty tough to fight back.
0-2.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Into the motion, the delivery. That was a ball. windup. The 1-2 pitch. A bouncing ball.
Gotta watch your kneecaps on those taters.
And that's an out. That's it for the 8th inning. The Tigers are looking good here.
These players ate their high-fiber cereal this morning, that's for sure.
Reese Worthington stepping up to the plate.
Doing his best to get to first. He hasn't had much luck up to now.
Nobody out.
We want a batter, not a
The
broken
coach
ladder.
calls timeout.
Ooh.
Stephanie Morgan steps up to the pitcher's mound.
Bubbles is still working on her core pitches and hasn't learned any of the special ones yet except the crazy ball.
From the stretch, throws it.
Come on in, outfield.
Swing. Foul ball. With nobody out.
Hey there. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
The windup. The delivery.
Oh.
That was ball 1. And the count is
We
1 and
want a
1.
batter, not a broken ladder.
She kicks, fires.
Hey, dude, maybe
Swung
you should try a
on.
bigger bat.
Another strike.
Watch it.
Turn on the heat and smoke that batter.
Left hook.
That pitch is a tough one for a batter to get anything off of.
And the count is 1 and 2. From the windup, the 1-2 pitch. Strike. Got him. Strike out.
That's a one-way ticket back to the dugout.
Hey, nice down.
Try a bigger bat.
Kathy Wolf steps up.
Ooh, look at me.
Takes her stretch, fires. The wing. Strike.
It was in there like swimwear.
Solid left hook.
Batter's gotta have a great eye to smack one of those babies.
And the count is 0 and 1. From the windup, here's the pitch. Swung on. Another strike.
Dude, maybe you should
0 and
try a
2.
bigger bat. Watch it.
Come on in, outfield. Battle cat, hit.
Here's the windup. And the operator say goodbye to another hitter.
Those two have come up against one another many times, and it's always a fierce fight.
Nice job. Amy Bostwick comes to the plate.
I'm getting kind of tired, Coach. You should move me to shortstop.
Swing better.
Ready now, and the pitch. The wing. Back towards the outfield. Running up to it. She gobbles it up. Throws it over.
Great play.
The throw to second. Chucks it over. Peter Levine steps up to bat. Runner on first. 2 out.
What's up, Doc?
Ready now. Throws it.
We want a
That was
batter,
ball
not a
1.
broken
And the count is
ladder.
1 and 0.
What's up, Doc? Hey,
Time
dude,
out.
maybe you-
Jason Giambi on the mound.
Jambi's got a terrific fastball
Come
for
on,
a
let's
first
see what you got,
baseman.
batter.
Into the windup. The pitch. The swing. Chopper to third.
Nice
Lays
play.
out. Up
Good
with
hit.
it. Over to second. Nope. Couldn't get that
Let's
one.
go,
The throw to
you
second.
guys.
Oh no.
Again.
Missed it.
Bet you that was a spitball, and it was slippery.
She's safe. Chucks it over. Dusses it over to first. Safe on first.
You know, maybe it's about time for the ump to visit the eye doctor.
Hannah Peavy steps up. Takes the stretch. Pitch on the way. A swing. A bouncing ball. Takes the dive. Picks it up. Chucks it to first. That's it. Out. Straight to home plate. All right. It's our turn now. The Tigers win. 24-1.
Boy, are these kids excited. What a game. Tonight at the victory party, it's rumored that Ahmed and some of his cousins are going to bring out their instruments and rock out. Despite that, the party should be a lot of fun.
This is Sunny Day and Vinny the Gooch saying see you next time.